Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, none other. I am here to give you a wrestling talk. We're going to be talking about WrestleMania. We're going to be talking about some of the matches and not all. But let's get started. So the first match I have to come and talk about is sorry y'all, I have to come and talk about none other Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. So we're going to talk about two parts of this match. So let me talk about the match in general. I think the match was a pretty good match. We got some pretty good spots, but Ronda had a little bit of ring rust, but not much. But I thought the match was pretty good. I really thought Ronda was really going to win this title, but y'all know how Vince McMahon, that old brain of his, work. So my thing is, why y'all did not have Charlotte drop that title to Ronda Rousey? That was one. And number two, if she didn't drop to Ronda Rousey, then who she's going to need to drop that title to? That's the next question and stuff like that. I really thought she was going to drop it because how long she's been champion? She's been champion almost a good year and a half now. And to me, I really felt like that championship, she should have been dropped. And like a lot of YouTubers always like wrestling, from me and to other people, wrestling YouTubers, always saying about WWE, why you always having this woman in the title belt picture? You can still do a match with her without her being in the title belt picture. And that's something I do want to see. So the next thing is, who could defeat Charlotte Flair? And I think WWE is trying to make Charlotte Flair overpass her father's record. You can still do that, but you don't have to do it in the way that WWE fans blatantly see it. We see it almost about every year. She's always in the pay-per-view, in the top women's title belt opportunity. We don't always have to see Charlotte Flair. We don't always have to see Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania in the top match and stuff. So the question of the day, do y'all think Charlotte Flair could go on and be in a if she didn't have a title belt, could she go on and be in a title belt match without a title? Could she be in a regular wrestling match without having a title belt? Okay, so now, speaking of title belts, I have to say congratulations to Bianca Belair. You defeated none other Becky Lynch. And now, if everybody have seen Becky Lynch's hairstyle, man, Becky Lynch hairstyle is giving me 80s feel, y'all. It giving me the 80s feel. I don't know if everybody will agree with me. She went back to her old hair color and I can't wait to see what they're going to do, what's something different they're going to do with her and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see what she's going to do. But I am so happy for Bianca. And I think with Bianca as Raw is War Women's Champion, I think we're going to have something. We can see a little more from that. None other, speaking on the women's division, let's give a congratulations to Sasha Banks and Naomi for winning the tag team title belts. Let me just tell you, these are two women that is well deserved. They have made history as being the first African American tag team champs. I almost cried last night, and I'm gonna try not to cry in this video. I cried last night when I found out that Bianca won her title, but not only that Naomi and Sasha Banks won the women's tag team champions. Now we got three beautiful top African American women in holding titles. I just think that is it's showing a little something different with that women's division and stuff. And if I was WWE, I would take their advantage and bank on that. And the reason is I would bank on that for a whole year. That's my thing. I think WWE could bank on that for a whole year. And the reason I say they can bank on that for a whole year, let them be a successful tag team champs and stuff. And this is Sasha's first tag team, first win at WrestleMania. Well done, babe. You well deserve it and stuff. But you deserve other title belt wins from the past. I ain't gonna say what, but we're gonna be talking about that coming soon. But that is that. None other. I just thought that was pretty good. Now let's talk about Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Y'all, I'm a big Drew McIntyre fan. Because see, he has a Scottish heritage. He used that part of his gimmick. It worked, and we got a good match from these two last night. But overall, Drew McIntyre ended up winning in the long run, and it was a pretty good match. None other. Let's get started, and we're going to talk about the Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin show. Let me just tell you something. This was a pretty good, and then after that we get a little bit of a grapple match from that, and Stone Cold end up winning. Here comes Vince McMahon trying to come out and interfere. So Stone Cold gave Vince McMahon his last stunner. So maybe that stunner will probably get Vince McMahon's attention, and like everybody else can start getting opportunities and stuff. Because I would probably if it was me, I would use Stone Cold to come in and like, okay, Vince, we need so and so need to be in this title belt opportunity. And if he didn't, they was like, okay, we're gonna call Stone Cold. Okay, baby, that would be a pretty good way of getting title belts on the right people. But I digress. So then we got the Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. I do not know. So I don't see what Vince McMahon sees in Austin Theory. He is not the next John Cena. I'm sorry, he's not. Vince wants to make him the next John Cena. Literally, published reports are saying this, that he's trying to turn Austin Theory into the next John Cena. And I'm just going to put my two opinions on this. There is no way in I can see him being in a top blockbuster movie. I'm sorry, I can't see it. I cannot see him being in a top blockbuster movie. I cannot see him doing TV shows or anything. I'm sorry, y'all. Some of y'all might like Austin Theory, but I do not see the movie or TV quality in Austin Theory. Other men than others. So yeah, I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think that Vince McMahon wants to make Austin Theory the next John Cena? And I really want to hear what John Cena thinking, because I really want to see John Cena endorsing several other wrestlers. I can probably see not Austin Theory, but I can see John Cena endorsing Scott Steiner's nephew. This is just probably just me. I can just probably see John Cena endorsing Scott Steiner's and Rick Steiner's son and stuff. I can just see that. That's the only thing and stuff. So now, coming down to the last bit, we are going to talk about the unification of the WWE and Universal title belt, and what does this mean for the WWE division. But before I talk about that, let me talk about Seth Rollins' match against the returning Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. This match was a pretty good match. It was like hitting each other move for move and stuff. I enjoyed it. I went back and I watched it and I enjoyed it. But I was just so happy that Cody Rhodes came back and they allowed him to win. I think Cody Rhodes probably now, since he's back, probably would be one of several top superstars for the WWE. So I am very excited to see where he's going to go with that. They did have some pictures backstage with him and his wife and stuff. But let me talk about Seth Rollins' get up. His coat and everything was nice until I saw his pants. Now he had this like blue on under the pants. But if y'all couldn't tell, Seth Rollins' pants was actually lace. Lace wrestling pants, y'all. Lace wrestling pants. Had the seamstress them take a unconventional wrestling fabric and put on his pants. He had lace pants. I'm like, okay, oh my God, this was unbelievable. So I want to hear what some of y'all men and women have to say about Seth Rollins having lace pants and wrestling in lace pants that he had made. Okay, so now we're going to get back to the unification of the WWE and Universal Championship. So my thing is, what's next because of this? So now Roman Reigns is the oh my God, unification heavyweight universal champion. We don't know what this new title is. It's going to be if they're going to have a title or not. So my thing is, are they just getting rid of the universal title belt out now, out of the picture, or getting these title belts off of this, and everybody who's in top single contention, like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, now Cody Rhodes, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntosh, Sheamus, many others as well. What title belt are they going to be competing for and stuff? So then the other thing with the unification title, does this mean whoever has this title, does it mean they get to only be on Raw and SmackDown, or just on one brand, or they're just going to merge both brands like they did back in the day? Because that's the next thing. So the other thing is, are they going to bring in other title belts and stuff? So yeah. So now let me go back to Sasha Banks and Naomi. I am so happy that they are tag team champs and stuff. So my thing is, since they won, I really said, since they was a part of Team Bad, they could do a teaser of bringing Naomi and Sasha and Tamina back together as Team Bad, Team Unity. Oh my God, that would just be so cool just to see and think, because I really, like I'm saying, it was just kind of sad, but let me just say, some of the Sasha intro in a Lambo. Okay, who Lambo did she borrow to do that with? Who Lamborghini did she borrow just to do that intro with? That's one. Number two, what rental car place would actually let WWE borrow a Lambo for an intro for a fan? And we heard that because they had cut Drew McIntosh's special entrance. Oh no! So I really wish they allow them to stay, and for Drew can actually use that special entrance tonight. If they allow some of the wrestlers to SmackDown to be on Raw, let him use his special entrance for tonight or Friday. So let me hear y'all about that. How do y'all feel that WWE cut Drew McIntosh special entrance with the kilted warriors, like, because they said it was going to be real cool and stuff like that. And then they did that. They brought out all the people who was inducted into the Hall of Fame and stuff. I really felt like Shamel should have had another dress, because it and thing for her to could have came out on stage, and so it was like, that was just that. But it was like, it was a great overall. The WrestleMania weekend gave us some good and prominent matches, and gave us some good and prominent feuds, because we had Olympic, the new acquisition, Olympic gold medalist, none other, Chad Stevenson, go head to head with Chad Gable. So I think right with that, we have a feud right there. We have a good storyline feud right there in that contention, because you see the others, like you see Randy Orton and RK Bros and the Street Profits also with Otis kind of celebrating, and then Chad, he was kind of like celebrating with them and stuff, and then here comes Chad Gable trying to teach him a lesson. Now you the one who got taught a little bit of a lesson too. But I want to hear y'all. Do y'all think Chad Stevenson and Chad Gable might end up be getting they're probably going to start a feud over the name Chad, or do you think WWE is just going to completely change Chad Gable's name once again? That's all I have time for, y'all. Until then, don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.